How do you define friendship? Let's begin with that.
Exactly that. Like, we don't have to talk every day. We're busy in our hustles, keeping our family together, running around, doing our thing. But whenever we meet, we could run into a Mela and be back two boys.
Yeah.
She offered me, and she said, "You were making $15 an hour. Now you're not gonna make anything because you're going commission.
Commission only, yeah.
You're going
Right.
commission."
Yeah.
So I went home and I was like,
Shit.
so the paychecks I've been getting, I'm not gonna be getting them anymore. But I'm gonna be going to work.
Yeah.
So first month went by, second month went by, third month I had a couple of sales, and since then never looked back and not even worried about
been flying.
it. Yeah, since then it's just been good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go back to the industry that you kind of now belong to, which is the home building industry. What is something that most people don't understand about it, or what is something that misconception about construction or the home building business?
Builders are a lot smarter than you think they are.
Okay.
Kindness, I think, is my goal. Nothing before or beyond that. Honestly, I'm not thinking that far ahead. That I want them to be like, just be kind. Everything, as long as you're nice to other people, everything nice will happen to you.
Yep.
Women's cricket, I think, is the next big thing.
That's
And I want to try to. That's my next. I don't want to say career goal, but my passive goal is I want to be able to help women's cricket.
Is there a scene, Kusina, either women's cricket?
Absolutely,
There's teams.
yeah,
oh really?
yeah.
I mean,
very basic level,
So I've only played the cricket league like once,
and
that was it.
And I was this past couple of weeks. There was a cricket World Cup, a women's World Cup where India won.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah,
And how proud I was.
yeah, man. It's
Man,
beautiful.
Our Desi girls.
I know, man.
So happy.
I know, man.
So happy. But
That-
in general, that was a win for women.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
that was one to be celebrated. I was so happy.
Yeah,
I was
and
telling everybody
the semi-final that I saw with
I was
Australia.
showing Rhea the trophy. I was like, I want you to think about this. Not
Yeah.
win it or anything like that.
Yeah,
But this is what women can achieve,
yeah,
right? And
Yeah.
it was a beautiful moment.
yeah. So one word that perfectly describes your wife.
Perfect.
Perfect.
I could not ask for a better wife or a better partner.
So if your mom heard everything we did in our younger days, what's the first thing she'd say?
That's it.
Welcome back to yet another podcast with Pransh-U-nfiltered. Today is not just any guest. Today is my boy. My boy himself. He's been family for a very long time. I wouldn't call him just a friend. He's been everything to me. He's taught me a few things here and there. He's a loving husband, a proud dad to a beautiful Rhea. He's a family guy. He lives with a nice family, good family values and everything. He's a very hardworking guy. Without further ado, let's dive right into it. Mr. Malik Padhani, welcome.
Thank you for having me. I gotta touch you.
You gotta touch me?
Thank you for having me.
How you been, bro?
Good, man. Good. Thank you for having me. I love this new venture you're on.
Yeah,
It's absolutely amazing.
yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Well, sometimes I'm more, I mean, you know me, I'm more of a guy that I like to have some passions going on the side too.
Yeah.
And this is one of them,
Yeah.
and I'm so glad I'm able to have you on the couch.
Yeah.
I'm used to having you on my bed sometimes,
Yeah,
but
I know. No, we'll do with this couch. Let's cheers to our coffee first.
cheers to our coffees, whatever's in here. Pretty strong coffee, I would say. Whew. So, I was just thinking, anytime we meet,
Yeah.
it's always about, doing bakchodiya,
Yeah.
fucking around, goofing around.
Yeah.
That's always been our thing,
Yeah.
even without the family meeting, without being married and having kids. And now when with kids and the family and everything, we're still the same. I think it just defines our friendship, man.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely does.
you're one of those guys where I don't have to constantly text you or
Yeah.
call you. But when I do, I just feel like we just picked up from where we left off
Yeah.
last time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think that's the true essence to me. That's friendship.
Yeah.
What do you? How do you define friendship? Let's begin with that.
Exactly that. Like we don't have to talk every day. We're busy in our hustles, keeping our family together, running around, doing our thing. But whenever we meet, we could run into a mela and be back to boys,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So that's how it's supposed to be, man. You're not. It's hard to always stay in touch, but at the same time, it's important to stay in touch,
it is.
and that's how we are,
Yeah,
which is just a perfect balance.
perfect balance.
It's a perfect balance.
Very beautifully said.
Yeah.
I've never had a chance to ask you all these things, which is why you're here to begin with. But I want to start from your roots. Obviously, you're from that side of the border.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me about that. How was it like growing up in Pakistan? How was I know you're just briefly there, and
Yeah.
then so what was it like growing up in Pakistan, and then your whole transition to Edmonton and all
So
that?
moving from abroad to Pakistan when I was about 7, 8 years old, um, that was a tough challenge for me because I didn't know the language too well. I didn't know much about my roots myself. So moving back, um, language barrier was a big one. I knew how to speak, but read and write for school, it's important.
Yeah,
So that was a big one. But all in all, I'm proud of it. Like I'm glad I went back. I got to learn those values from my extended family that I had never met.
right,
Um, but eventually, I think my parents decided we got to get out of there. We're too used to that
right,
outside world. Yeah,
right.
so that's what we
So
got
like,
out of there.
why was it that you guys moved back again? I've never asked you this,
So
so
we moved back. We moved back for family,
okay,
right? All the extended family and
right,
making sure, at that time the place we were at wasn't great for upbringing, is what my parents thought.
okay,
And you know what? It's good to have some values.
right,
So they've got to spend some time back home, and that's what we did.
right,
And then realizing when you get there, realizing that this is actually not a place where it could be worse,
right.
right? So that's when we moved back.
That's when you moved back.
Which so we moved back and we came to Canada, not moved back, but different countries.
Different countries. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So, so from that you moved here, and I've never asked you this, obviously,
Yeah.
but I'm getting this opportunity to ask you on camera. But we all know, like, your parents went through separation,
Yeah.
and so how was that experience? Change your perspective on family, relationship, and resilience.
You know what? Like, yeah, the separation, it's unfortunate, but things didn't work out. It it's part and we still have a cordial relationship with everybody. So
Yeah.
that's what matters at the end.
Right.
Is we're still good. But it didn't work out at that time, and it's good that it happened at that time rather than later at a stage where we were in our teenage years or anything. It happened a lot earlier. So
A lot
it's better
earlier.
to happen at that time rather than later. I
Yeah.
think. But we all have a good relationship. Me, my
Yeah.
father, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the one beautiful thing I like about, like, yourself, your family, and especially your mom. Like, your mom, she's bloody strong lady.
Yeah.
Like, we still meet. I meet every once in a while, and I just the warmth that she brings. She's always has that beautiful smiling face on her
Yeah.
face. Like she's
Absolutely.
and for a woman who's been not with somebody for X amount of time, she's just doesn't show that.
Yeah. No, she's strong. She
She's
raised me.
she
She's gotta
she
be strong.
she raised a pretty tough child, I would say.
She's gotta be strong.
She's got to be strong.
She's gotta be strong.
She's
And
gotta
she
be
is,
strong.
and she's a rock.
She's a rock.
She's
Yeah.
a rock.
Is that the rock that binds the entire family together?
Absolutely it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely it is. Those values, everything comes from there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything starts and ends there.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Because when and I think my follow-up question to that was going to be that you guys live in a very beautiful, may Allah bless you guys more and more and more, but, like, it's people would get jealous of the love that you guys have, but knock on wood, you guys been I'm sure you guys been through thick and thin.
Yeah.
And when there's one woman, which is your mom, in the house, then there's your bubby, and then there's your wife.
Yeah.
and then now you have the fourth woman in your house that's
Yeah.
growing up.
Yeah. The toughest one.
The toughest one.
Yeah.
But like how's that dynamic? How's that been changing, and how have you guys been able to adapt to the changes?
So that's a tough question because it happened naturally.
Mm,
So how it started, I would say, is after that separation, my mother was a rock. She was the heart of the relation, like all of us, and she made sure that we had our values. All everything is about care in
mm,
my house, and care and love, like that. Those are the two things that we are binded by every day. So my brother picked up on that quite early, and more than a brother, he became a father.
father figure, yeah.
He became a father figure, not just a figure, a
Right.
father.
A father, yeah.
Like it wasn't like I don't even swear in front of him.
Mm,
Like it's at that point, right?
right.
So that made things a lot easier.
Mm,
So when my bobby came, naturally she was like a mother to me,
yeah.
right?
Right.
When Hina came, naturally she was like a daughter to them.
Right.
So it naturally happened just because of that base of love and care,
Yeah.
and no ulterior motive other than that,
Right.
just love and care.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know, growing up, like you and your brother, I want to ask you this. You and your brother share a very special and very secret bond. What's the secret behind this? Because you know, it's life. You know,
Absolutely.
it throws its twists and turns along the way. You guys were going through your teenage years. You guys were going through the years where, you know, you're trying to get girls and you're trying to go party and you have late nights and
Yeah.
this and that, and you know, having somebody like your brother discipline you, like, what's a secret?
So it wasn't ever like he disciplined me. It was more of so love and care, which then transformed or evolved is the right word. Evolved into having boundaries. And that's what set him apart is he had set pretty good boundaries for himself for me to follow,
Right.
right? Because he was around the same, a few years older than me, so he's been through it all.
Mm,
And then I was doing it, so he respected that. You know what? He's got to do this kind of stuff to understand,
right.
to learn.
Right.
So he gave me that space.
Right.
He gave me that space to make mistakes. When I did make a mistake, he was a phone call away and he showed up
Right.
and he figured it out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Never beat me, never yelled at me either
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But he just enough for them to my brother and my mother to look at me and tell me that I did something disappointing or I did something great.
Right.
That was enough because
Yeah.
the love and care is there. I don't want to disappoint them.
Yeah.
They don't want to see
That
me
that
disappointed.
that constant feedback was always there.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think
Yeah.
it's very important now. And you know, nowadays, a lot of times what happens is when a kid is growing up or whatever, uh, they're either too scared
Yeah.
or they're either too out there.
Yeah.
There is no in between. There is no open communication.
And absolutely, but I'm gonna stop you there about open communication. There was no communication.
Okay.
It wasn't like we had talks about this stuff,
Right.
but it was the care, because they gave me that look that you know what, she's disappointed,
Right.
and that was enough for me
Yeah.
because I cared just as much.
Yeah.
That I don't want to disappoint them.
Right.
So that made me set my boundaries aside,
Right.
which I still cross.
We all know that.
Which I still cross, but
But
it's
then-
okay.
but then when he was growing up, when your brother, for
Yeah.
example, was growing up, what was it your mom who was in control, like, well, like how he was to you when you were growing up?
So not necessarily. So after that, during that time when he was in school and I was in school, and he had to assume a responsibility.
Hmm.
So he definitely didn't party as much as I did.
Of course.
He definitely didn't. He couldn't.
Hmm.
He had to put his head down and have it straight because he had me to take care of at that moment, right?
And mom.
And mom,
Yeah.
absolutely. And my mother doing the same. But then the time came where he crossed that time, and I was in that age. Um, and I did my partying, but when I crossed that, and I got to realize, when I got to an age where, which I can tell you was 17. When I got to an age and I realized, hey, what kind of a situation we're in, everybody's helping except for me.
Hmm.
We took a turn. So I took a turn,
Right.
and that's when my path to helping them started.
Right.
Yeah. And
Right.
that's when the career and everything started because I got serious. I put things aside and focused on family at that moment.
When was that? That was when you were 17,
When I
18.
was 17, 18.
17, 18.
17, 18.
Bro, we still party when you were 22, 23.
Yeah, but those parties were the 17,
Bit
18.
tamed, bit tamed out parties.
Absolutely. It was with parties with people like you and I.
Yeah.
Like that was a different time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're way more wild than that.
Yeah.
Oh, was that right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, just so everyone knows, I mean, I met Malik probably I would say in the early 20s,
Early 20s.
21, 22. Shout out to Drupad. He's the
Yeah,
one who got me
absolutely.
introduced to these boys here.
20, I think 20 was the time.
2021, I think. That's because I think I was in my third year of engineering, and Drupa was like, "Man, let's go hang out with my other boys," and that's when this tangent of my life happened.
Yeah.
And shout out to you, and I said it in the intro as well that whatever I am today, I feel like the I always say that. Well, I've never been this confident. I was not this confident. You know me, right?
Yeah.
You know my shy
You were
days.
an engineering student.
I was a nerdy engineering boy, and then a lot of times when we partied together, it was Malik. He was like, "Man, what is the worst that can happen when you approach that girl? What's the worst that can happen? She'll say no. Well, you go to the next one, right?"
Yeah.
And well, we all know. I mean, Malik is not a very very good looking guy. He's an average looking guy, but it's just that confidence, and I think that's a very essential part of life. I think
Absolutely.
just in anything, not just picking up chicks, but like in your work space, and then being the head of the family. You gotta when you gotta start the ship in the family, you gotta be a confident guy.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So what's the biggest lesson that you learned from your mom?
Um, the biggest lesson I learned from my mom was to have patience. Like the time will come. So now that I'm raising my kids, that's the hardest thing to have. Oh my
Yeah.
God, patience. I don't know how she had it. Because it's definitely the toughest thing to have, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's one thing that I think I have very well
Mm,
is patience.
yeah.
Because of her.
Because of her.
Because of her. How to love, how to keep a family together. There's so many things, man. Like I could keep on going.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
The willingness to work. She's 61 and still going to work.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
Right? Does she need to? Absolutely not. But
No.
she does, and it's great for her, and we want her to.
Yeah.
Not to 61, 71 if possible.
Yeah.
Work until you can.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. All right. Let's pivot out of the family side of things. So you and me come from a different side of the borders, right? But yet the love and care and the friendship has always been there.
Mhm.
Why do you think we share such a unbreakable bond, according to you?
I don't think borders has anything to do with that, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think it has anything to do with it.
Yeah.
I don't see it that way.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah. Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're a human. I'm a human. That's all it matters, and that's what I believe in.
Yeah.
I've never had that
Yeah.
twice in my mind to think about it that way.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. Do you think, I always think this because I watch a lot of YouTubers from Pakistan. I've told you
Yeah.
that already. I watch Junaid Akram, and
Yeah.
Hannah watches him too a lot, right?
Yeah.
And he also talks about something very beautiful that I think human to human contact should be more and more frequent on
Mhm.
either side of things,
Mhm.
because I think that's what's stopping these politicians from going at each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If the moment they have that and more of that,
Yeah.
then the boundaries will fade away.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I don't listen to him, or I've never. I don't
No? Okay.
not too much, but I know Hina has talked about him here and there, and you have too.
Yeah.
But regardless of, I think that it's egos clashing
Yeah.
rather than countries
Yeah.
or borders or
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, they
you
got to
wanna
keep
call
their
it.
jobs too, right? They got to get paid, bro. Just like
Yeah,
you and me.
absolutely. They're doing their part, and they're doing it.
They're doing a great job of
They're
it.
doing a lot better than we are. They're doing a lot better than we are.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Of
I
course.
believe in that. And so to answer your question, I don't see it that way at all. Borders is just a name, or countries is just a name. At the end of the day, if you were not brown, you were white, black, whatever race you were,
Yeah.
um, you would have been just as much of a buddy as to me as
Right.
you are now.
Right.
Yeah.
And I saw that firsthand when I went to Karachi back in 2019, and uh, I I was there obviously visiting
Yeah.
my factory that I do business from, and um, you said, yeah, bro, my mom was there,
Yeah.
Altamash was there,
Yeah.
right? And you're like, you
As
know
we
what?
speak, he's getting married
He's getting married. No
today.
way.
Yeah. He's getting married today. Yeah.
Was that arranged?
I modern arrange, yeah,
Modern
actually.
arranged?
Yeah, yeah, they've
They went
been,
on a few dates and here and
yeah,
there.
yeah,
Oh,
they've
that's
been
cool. I
together
think
for a
that's how
while.
it should be. Huh?
Yeah, they've been together for a while,
Yeah.
but they're getting married today.
He's
Yeah,
a cool kid, man.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
a cool kid. Are you gonna go and Zoom call him or video call him or
No,
whatever?
I've been looking at pictures. He's too busy, man.
He's too busy.
He's
Yeah.
too busy. I'll
He's
see a
not one of
picture.
those who's gonna be taking all his own videos and
No,
stuff.
no, no. He's too busy getting
He's a
married.
cool kid, man. He's
Yeah,
a cool kid. I think
yeah.
what's her cousin's name?
Which one?
His sister.
Afshan.
Yeah, she had a beautiful daughter, right?
Yeah, she had a
Yeah,
beautiful daughter as well.
I've seen her.
Yeah, that's
I've seen
correct.
photos and
That's
stuff,
correct. She had a
and
beautiful daughter.
yeah.
I've been seeing pictures of them, and yeah, it's.
Are they ever gonna be visiting here or what?
I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope so.
yeah, they're pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. It would have been nice to be there, but can't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is what it is. But like I was saying, like when I was there at your mom's place, and I saw the human to human contact, man.
yeah,
I went and I had some golgappes there,
yeah,
and I had some good laughs, and
yeah,
just went around on the streets, and
yeah,
it just felt like anything.
yeah,
It just felt like I'm very close to home. I mean,
yeah,
I'm home, right?
yeah,
But yeah, I think that's very important. Um, anyways, pivoting into your hustle and career side of things.
yeah,
What you did electrical apprentice?
yeah,
You were an electrical apprentice?
yeah,
Yeah. So from there to being an area sales manager for a leading home builder,
yeah.
how did that huge jump and how did that transition happen?
So during the time when I was saying 17, 18, and I got serious with my life and realizing my family needs me, and they've been helping me. More than needs me is it's my job to help them.
Mm,
It's my duty. So that's when I realized, can I, as much as I wanted to go and do something, um, do a 4 year degree, master's, and all that, is it the right time or
right.
place for me
Hmm.
to be doing it? Put more stress on them. So electrical apprentice at that moment in time, I always had a interest in real estate
Okay.
in terms of like houses and buildings and things like that. Um, so that got me into electrical apprentice because that job paid
Mm,
while you studied,
yeah.
and it paid decently. So honestly, I would say I didn't have too many options. I
Mm,
had to make money, but at the same time make a career.
mm,
And that seemed like the one to be answering both,
right.
right? So that's why I got into it, thinking, you know what, I'm going to do this for a few years, make a bit of money, help the family out, and then pivot to where I think my expertise lies. It's kind of towards that route.
Mm,
So let's jump into it.
yeah.
And it was a great decision to do
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I feel like any decision that you take in life, man, I don't think the decision taking. I was just reading a book last night.
Yeah.
Is basically Boston Pizza's CEO,
Yeah.
the owner, whatever you want to call him,
Yeah.
and he said something very beautiful. He said, "The decisions are never good or bad; it's the outcomes,
Yeah.
and that's what people's perceptions are."
That's what people
Right?
absolutely
I
amazing.
mean,
Yeah.
if you think that you made a good decision or a bad decision, I mean,
Yeah.
someone else can define that.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a bad decision, so to speak, I mean, for you, it's a bloody good lesson that you
Yeah.
learned,
Yeah.
right? And that's
It's
that's
all
what happened with me as well with my whole restaurant venture that I did.
yeah.
That everyone's like, oh, yeah, you lost a lot of money, hey, and this and that.
Lessons learned.
I mean, but yeah, that's what it is,
Yeah.
right? So I mean, that's what I would take it.
No.
And then so from that, I think you and Yusuf started something like this
Yeah.
hustle, right?
And then for a couple of years, so working that job of electrical apprentice, uh, Yasub was doing the same. He was a few years ahead, and we decided to take on projects together.
Mm,
And we did a few projects, and that was a good little venture we had. We made a bit, and then yeah, he we went, and then I got a job in doing what I do,
yeah.
and from
So
there
that was right after that.
Yeah, if,
But I think right after that, you also got
no,
into
that was
a little
before
bit of.
that. That was before that. That when I did my own contracting, that was way after.
Also, the contracting was after your
Yeah,
sales job.
yeah,
Oh,
that's,
really?
yeah,
Okay.
that was way after.
Okay.
Yeah,
So then you
but
quit everything
yeah,
electrical, and
so
then you got
yeah,
into.
so when I was again, I'll go back a bit, so it's kind of getting confusing. So 18, 19, I started the electrical apprentice.
Okay.
Apprentice. I did that for a couple of years, and I was doing it while I was me and Yusuf started our thing. But the 18, 19 was a very important time in my life because I bought my first house.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I saved a bit of money, helped the family get out of um, the little bit of debt they had, and we bought our place.
Yeah.
And I think that was one of the best things I did. Yeah, I was broke a lot, but absolutely the best decision to buy a home at 18,
Yeah.
the first home, because
Of
it's paying
course.
off today. Yeah,
You're paying it off today.
it's
Oh,
paying off today.
oh, it's paying off today. Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's paying off today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So that's one chapter that was amazing, and then I jumped on to I was working as an apprentice, and then during that time the oil and gas was up and down. So I got laid off from
From the job.
from the job that I was
Right.
working.
But you still had that hustle on the
I
side.
still had the hustle on the side, uh, but that wasn't like a money making hustle. It was more to get myself going, eventually be money making.
Right. Well, of course. That's
Yeah.
just like
So I
anything
was
else.
applying for jobs, and this was an interesting story. So I was applying for jobs for electrical and other things because I was like, I got to do something. And I finally had a job interview with an electrical company lined up at 2 p.m. And I also got a call from a builder for a sales assistant position. Uh, and then I was like, you know what? That's at noon. That's at 3 and that's at 2. So I went to my electrical job interview. I got the job, 60, 70 grand guaranteed. I'm good. And then at 3 p.m. I went to that other interview and I met a lady. Her name is Carla, and she was. It was, I mean, amazing interview. We talked
Mm.
about poker. We talked about poker. We talked about so many different things, but it was just more of a fun interview. At the end of the job, she offered me. At the end of the interview, she offered me a job as an assistant for $15 an hour.
Okay.
Compared to the job I had as an electrical
30
apprentice, which
bucks,
was
30,
almost
30,
double.
30, 30 bucks
Almost
an hour.
double.
Yep.
So she offered me that job, and she's like, "This is gonna be ours, but I'm telling you, you're gonna do this for a few months. After that, you're gonna jump into, you're not gonna think about hourly anymore."
Of course.
And I was like, "Okay, I'll let you know." I went home, talked to my brother and my family, and they're like, "Take the safer option,"
Right.
which
Oh,
absolutely right any
obviously.
day.
Obviously.
Take it, take it. And my Bobby and my brother got married at that time.
Oh, okay. Recently got married. Okay.
I was like, I don't want to. I want to try something. I
Mm.
don't. Electrical apprentice was good until it paid the bills. We got our things done.
Yeah.
I need to get to the next level. Where is my end goal? What am I gonna? Where is this career gonna take me? Where is that career gonna take me?
Mm.
So this is my time to think. Now that we're good,
Yeah. You can take a little bit of risk here and
right?
there.
I'm still young. I'm 22, 23. Worst case scenario, it doesn't work out, and I can still make it up.
Yeah.
I have enough time.
Yeah.
So I called my Bobby. Nobody listened to me because they're like, no, no, no. I called my Bobby, and I was like, Bobby, I want to do this,
Right.
and I know it's not the right decision. Can you help me?
Mm.
She called the family. She somehow told them, let him do it.
Mm.
She convinced them to let me do it. And I wanted their blessing. I didn't need their blessing,
Oh
but I
yeah.
wanted their blessing.
So I'm just gonna stop you right there. So how did you build that relationship with your Bobby that you went
That day, I was like, I'm out of options.
you're out of options?
I'm out of options
You're just desperately reaching out to somebody that can make changes happen for you.
that can help me or talk to me. Am I making the right decision?
Right.
Right. So I spoke to her, and that was our bond making time.
Right.
And she stood by
She
me
came
at that
through.
time.
She came through.
She stood by me at that time, and we figured it out. They said, you know what, go try it for a couple of months.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you can always go back to the electrical thing after a few
Well, I
months
might
if it
not get a
doesn't.
job.
You
It's
might
not-
not
it's
get a
easy to get a
job.
job in that, right?
Yeah, of
Because of
course.
the up and down of the
Yeah,
industry,
yeah,
like oil and gas. When
Yeah.
it's busy, it's booming.
yeah, yeah, for
Right?
sure. Yeah,
There's lots of jobs. When it's not,
there's nothing.
there's
It's all
nothing.
dried out. Yeah.
Yeah. So then I went and did it for
Yeah.
15 bucks an hour for 3 months. 3 months later, that same boss called me. She's like, "Can you meet me at Earl's, so Calgary Trail?" I went there, everything. She's like, "I got a position for you for an area manager, but I need you to hustle."
Mm.
And I'm like, "Absolutely, I'm gonna
Mm.
hustle." And those 3 months when I was an assistant, I was a bloody good assistant.
Mm.
I did everything the way I should have, and I learned. And I was really into it because it's something I wanted to do
Mm.
myself, instead of just waking up and going to the job.
Mm.
Um, anyhow, that day she offered me, and she said, "You were making 15 bucks an hour. Now you're not going to make anything
Mm.
because you're going commission.
Commission only, yeah,
You're
that's
going
right.
commission."
Yeah.
So I went home and I was like,
Shit.
"So the paychecks I've been getting, I'm not going to be getting them anymore, but I'm going to be going to work."
Yeah.
Um, so first month went by, second month went by, third month I had a couple of sales, and since then never looked back and not even worried
Just
about
been flying.
yeah, since then it's just been good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always thought you're a bloody good salesman. Like I think you're like way too good. I think you're always fit for that role. I don't think you're ever made cut out for someone working behind the scenes. I mean, like as an electrical apprentice,
Yeah.
that's kind of working behind the scenes,
Yeah.
right?
And I think so too.
Yeah.
But what's sometimes you got to do things that aren't
But you know, हर इंसान को bro, you know, पता होता है ना. They know के what they're cut out for. Like they know. Like, do you ever did at any point in time, like when you were going through this, any point in time, like there's a lot of self realization,
yeah.
right? You kind of sit by yourself and like you kind of like just kind of go through your life, like, you know, there's like a little bit of trailer that goes in your life and just kind of go through everything. And did that ever got to you that this is like what I should try? Or
Absolutely.
yeah,
Every single day
yeah,
I got my coveralls on and I
you're like
went
this
to
is not
work.
it.
No, it wasn't like that. But I feel like in a career standpoint, if you're making excuses
Yeah,
to go do what you're supposed to do,
that's
there's
not it.
something wrong.
There's something wrong.
There's something wrong.
Something
So
wrong. Yeah.
in negative 25 degrees, taking I'm supposed to be doing some work and I gotta me taking extra bathroom breaks
Hmm.
was
There's something wrong.
there's something wrong,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
then cut to being an assistant, showing up an hour early, taking no bathroom breaks, working an hour late,
You
and
knew
not
you.
trying to make excuses, but
Yeah.
actually wanting to be there.
Right.
It that felt right. This didn't,
Right. Of course.
right? So that assistant job felt more right, although I was getting paid a lot lesser,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what would you say is your proudest moment in your career? Or proudest moment that you're like, you know what? God damn, I did it, or I built it, or whatever.
So that first year, actually, I would say 2017, um, um, going through that phase, and then winning the award for Rookie of the Year in all of Edmonton.
Mm.
So that was at that moment I realized, you know what, this is obviously it,
This is destiny.
right? Because I didn't try to win it. I didn't go for the award. I
Right.
just did what I was loving. I was I was waking up to do every day.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
So it was amazing.
Yeah. But before you get there, I mean, there's always every person hits a rock bottom.
Yeah.
Right. And what was your rock bottom moment? And how did you get the motivation to get back up and go kick some ass?
So now we're rewinding back.
Okay.
So when I was 17, because the
Sure.
rock bottom, I realized, I'm done high school. What do I want to do? Go to university. Brother and mother are working hard to get me to my feet. They're doing everything they can. Should I? That was my rock bottom because we had a small business at that time. Um,
You got
and it was
business?
yeah,
Oh, I didn't even know that.
yeah. My mother
See, I'm
had a
learning.
business. My mother was working at the business we owned, which was a store, from 11 to 9.
Was it a convenience store?
Yeah,
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
yeah, 11 to 9 p.m. She was working there, and then she would walk to Tim Hortons and work 11 to 6, and then sleep from 6 a.m. to 10, and get back to the store every day of our life. Yeah, and a business was a loss,
Of course, which is
right? So that's the moment I realized, like,
this
another
is
4 or 5 years of me studying, it's only gonna dig a deeper hole.
yeah,
Can I find a balance between the two where I can study and
work
work and make money?
and get mom not to work that Tim Hortons job or the other one,
Yeah,
whatever.
or the other one, just trying to get out of the situation.
Yeah.
My brother was doing his best to pay the bills because that business was a loss. Even the paying for the business, he was a nurse at the time, and
Okay.
he did everything he could, and he was doing it great. We would have lasted 4 or 5 years, but
Oh,
we made it go faster
right.
by me picking this route. So everything happens for a reason, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's for a reason.
And then did you guys end up selling that business?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For
Okay.
almost nothing.
Almost nothing. Well,
Yeah, almost nothing.
it's at some point you gotta do the cut the losses,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Cut the losses and get some of your life years back.
Absolutely.
Because there's no point of that. I mean, that's what we did. Exactly what we did at the Indian restaurant that we owned
Yeah.
in Beaumont, and we were like, you know what, we can either keep going at this and lose more hair and get some more gray hairs, or just stop it right here and
Yeah.
just. I mean, I feel like money. Okay, so what would you say? Is money a byproduct for you, or do you think money should be the everything?
Oh, neither. Like,
Okay.
money can help you think straight,
Okay.
but you don't need much of it.
Okay.
I don't think money is everything by any means.
Hmm.
I don't think money is everything by any means. Although money, in materialistic ways, answers all your questions and makes you feel at ease,
Hmm.
but you could have all the money but not feel at ease.
But I feel. Do you not feel money gives you that confidence in life? Like you are, you know. So here, I'll reference something here. So according like Junaid Bhai, right? So it's something very interesting that he talks about. He says when you're chilling with your family on Eid or whatever, that uncle who has the most amount of money, even if he's talking bullshit,
Yeah.
everyone's like
Yeah.
Haji Haji Bhajan Haji,
Yeah.
what say about that?
Yeah.
But that uncle who's very smart, he's very educated, but he has no money, people just shove him on the side, right? So wouldn't you think that money gives you that vava, that gives you that, oh, because he has the money, he knows it all.
Well, I think on the other hand, the uncle that's standing on the side,
Mm.
not talking as much, has probably got more money than him talking.
No, let's just say he doesn't have the money. Let's just say he doesn't have the money, but he's smart. Okay, let's just say he's a teacher.
Yeah.
Okay, he's a teacher.
Yeah.
Teachers back in our India, Pakistan, they don't make enough.
Yeah.
We know that.
But they
Whatever.
like to talk.
But
And they're confident at what they do because that's what they do.
yeah, but then because they don't have the money, the family doesn't respect them, the society doesn't respect them, they don't listen to them. But if a guy shows up in a Mercedes and he's just talking bullshit,
Yeah.
then they're like, oh yeah, you must be right because we can see your success, we can see your Mercedes out there. Don't you
Yeah.
think?
No.
No, you don't feel that way.
I don't feel that way. I don't feel a guy driving a Mercedes is deserves my respect more than a guy driving a Suzuki. I just don't. That's just not how I see it, and I see why people see that.
I'm talking about, okay, so I'm talking about the society in general.
In society in general,
Yeah,
people see it that way. Absolutely, I agree with you. That's
Yeah.
how people see it.
yeah.
Absolutely.
I,
That's how
I think
people see it.
I think you know what they say, like money solves all your money problems, right? And then
Yeah.
you can focus on whatever else you want to do in life. I feel like, right?
Yeah, that's what you feel. That's what society feels.
Well, that's what I feel like,
Yeah.
and then that society also. I mean, you've seen it. I mean, I don't know. You can tell me your honest opinion. I mean,
Honestly, I hang around a lot of people that are very well
Very
doing
well.
very well for themselves, right?
yeah,
And some of them drive a Toyota or Honda, and then there's a lot of people that aren't doing so well.
they're
I
driving
drive an
nice.
E-Class.
Mm. So that's a show off culture, obviously. And
It's just a culture, how
just
you
a
want to be
culture.
perceived. If that's what matters to you, then that's what matters to you.
yeah,
Is how
yeah.
you want to be perceived.
right.
And
Right.
yeah, you do get the most attention driving that E-Class, absolutely.
Yeah,
But if that attention is what you want, and that's what keeps you
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
to be good at what
Yeah.
you do, then you
Yeah.
take it. There's no judgment. There's nothing wrong with that guy driving the E-Class.
Yeah.
If that's what keeps him going, that's what keeps him motivated. Is me buying a nicer car is going to keep me more motivated? I'm going to go buy a nicer car than the E-Class.
Mm.
There's nothing wrong with it. Absolutely nothing. How
Right.
I think of it, no, I do. That's not something I aspire to be.
Yeah.
So that's yeah.
Cool. Cool. We'll just go back to y- the industry that you kind of now belong to, which is the
Yeah.
home building industry. What is something that most people don't understand about it, or what is something that misconception about the construction or the home building business?
Builders are a lot smarter than you think they are.
Okay.
um, every buyer, especially in the South Asian market,
Mm.
thinks they cracked it down.
They cracked it a good deal.
Yeah. No, they cracked. They might have cracked it a good deal. But they cracked it down. Like this is how the approach should be, but not necessarily. Honestly, what I've noticed working for the biggest builder, when you come out straight and strong, is this is what you want. This is your budget. Things are a lot easier rather than playing games around and
Mm.
beating around the bush.
Yeah. So when someone walks through that door, and obviously different races,
Yeah.
do you have your speech ready and you have your approach ready?
Honestly, I used to. I had a script, that whole. Now all I have is let's just connect.
Right.
Let's be friends,
Right.
and that's what I focus on is the relationship.
Mm.
I'm at the end of the day, they could buy a house from the house beside me, the builder beside me. That's fine with me.
Mm.
But let's have a good relationship. Let's talk. Let me try to really find out what the need is for you to buy. Are you buying it for um, because you need more space, or do you think you need more space?
Mm.
There's two big differences in that.
Yeah.
If you think you need more space, and do you actually need more space,
Mm.
right? So honestly, my appointments nowadays they used to be like 10, 15 minutes when I was just sell. Now they're like 45 minutes
Mm.
because I'm spending more time with them,
Right. Right.
which is what I love doing.
Yeah.
And I got away from that. I'm coming back to that. I'm about relationships. Talk to people. Talk to me. Let me learn about your life.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah.
learn your everyday.
Yeah.
Walk me through your ideal day,
Yeah.
and then let's find you a home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very, very, very similar approach to like what I do in my businesses is I'm not after your money.
Yeah.
I'm not after selling you a mediocre product
Yeah.
just so I can make multiple sales.
Yeah.
For example, I'm into the gloves business, and I tell everybody I'm not just another glove manufacturer. I'm the guy who asks you, okay, well, this is what you guys been using.
Yeah.
It's great. You have any
Yeah.
issues with that? If you do, you want to make some changes?
Yeah.
We'll make some changes for you. We want to make sure that glove or that product that you have
Yeah.
is lasting you longer and
Yeah.
is exactly what you need.
Yeah.
Because the lesser glove that you use or the lesser product of mine that you use, you value me more.
Yeah.
And you're going to give me the organic customers,
Yeah.
organic clients.
Absolutely.
And I think that's the kind of approach you are talking about.
Absolutely. Finding the pain.
Right.
Jeff
Exactly.
says that. Finding the
Exactly.
real pain in
Yeah.
what is your actual pain.
Right.
Um,
Right.
and that's the difference between do you think you need more space or do
Yeah.
you actually need more space?
Oh, you actually need more space, exactly. Because you could sell your 2,500 square feet house, no problem. But if the guy really only needs a 2,200 or a 1,800, because that's big differences,
Yeah.
right? That's you're
Exactly.
talking 100,000
Yeah.
almost, right? I don't know. I'm not into that
Yeah,
business,
so
but
let's figure it out from scratch. We
from
start-
scratch,
yeah.
exactly, exactly.
And talk to me about, and that's exactly the approach you're taking, which is great.
Yeah,
Is really trying to solve the problem, because once you start going that super sales route, you're just another salesperson.
yeah, exactly. And they don't value. They're just like, you know what? This is just another sales guy, whatever. They just brush you off, right?
Yeah.
So, in midst of all these things, I mean, you've worked with some of the biggest builders. I mean, how do you handle pressure, targets, and still stay positive?
That pressure is there, but that's what keeps you going, and I think that's why I like that hustle. When it's a good quarter, it's a good quarter,
Mm,
and when it's a bad quarter, it's because of your own mistakes.
right.
It's because you didn't stick to the process. So
Right.
whenever I thought that I had a great quarter, and you know what, I had to keep going the way I was going. No, the market change. You have to evolve.
Mm.
Evolving is very, very important. Evolving and adapting.
Mm.
Those are the two words I'll say. Uh, to the current situation you're in,
Right.
either that be in market or personally, but adapting and owning to it.
Mm.
If if I had a fight with my wife, it's gonna show on my face,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So adapting that situation and overcoming that in
Right.
order to be your best self.
Right. Right. And I mean, you also play cricket, so I'll give you a little bit of cricket analogy on that. That the way I approach things is, not every ball is good enough to hit for a six,
Okay.
right? Sometimes you gotta duck because that's a bouncer.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you gotta just come out in front and just defend. But the moment you go on your back foot and defend, that's when life knows that you're at your weakest. So
Yeah.
they're gonna come back stronger.
Yeah.
Just like Shoaib Akhtar comes stronger the next
Yeah.
ball, right? That's why Sachin has to come out and defend it,
Yeah.
right? So I mean that's what life is, right? I mean
Yeah.
life will throw curveballs at you,
Yeah.
whatever balls at you, but you just gotta
Yeah, adapting, and that could mean so many things. Like
Yeah.
personally, professionally, the market is down. How do you adapt to that situation?
yeah
The market is up. How do you adapt to that situation? You have a lineup at your door. How do you adapt to that situation? So it's all about adapting and evolving your process. You
Yeah.
can't be stuck to this is the way I sold, this is the way that worked, and that's how it's gonna work. That's not the
How
way.
do you try to stay on top of that? Because I mean, I know right now the house building market is pretty low. I know that because my father-in-law, he works for Landmark Homes. I think I told you about
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So he was telling me, he's like, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Like the market out there, it's a buyer's
And that's
market.
another perception, right? That's not how I think of it.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm asking you, right? I mean, how do you constantly evolve that? Okay. Well, this is the way the market is. Okay. Well, the market is low. How do we sell still?
Low to buyers or sellers?
Well, buyers has more choices now. Buyers can negotiate more, I think. I
So
would
it's a
think.
great time to buy then.
It is a great time to buy. It is a
absolutely,
great time to
why
buy,
aren't you
but
buying then?
but at the same time, when the buyer's coming in, like your approach is gonna be different now, right? Because your approach is gonna be like, well, this is my price, and you walk away. You can't be doing that anymore because it's a buyer's market. So you're gonna have to make sure that, okay, the buyer comes in, you want to make sure that the deal happens because the chances of him going next door and buying it is that much higher now because the guy next door is gonna go
There's
so much lower.
always gonna be a guy next door that's gonna sell lower than you.
Yeah,
There's always in a
Yeah.
good market, bad
Yeah.
market, great market.
yeah,
There's always gonna be someone trying to beat you,
yeah.
right? Which
Yeah.
is where that relationship comes in place.
Right.
Is do you trust and value me more to spend $5,000, which is what 50 cents on a mortgage? I don't know, a dollar,
Yeah.
$2.
Yeah.
Because that's always going to be the difference. But there's always going to be someone trying to beat you.
Yeah.
But that if you try to focus on that part of things,
Mm.
that's only going to take you downwards.
Mm.
That's not your focus.
Yeah.
So if you were saying it's a low market, it's a great time to buy. This is my price. The neighboring house has this price. If you're priced wrong, that's totally different.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of working for a bigger builder and a well organized builder is understanding that they're on top of things.
Mm.
They know what their competitors are like and they're pricing their product to what it should be selling at.
Mm.
Right?
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Cool, man. Well, that's enough of talking about the hustle and the careers. There's
A lot of work talk.
too much. You want to go to a break?
I'm good.
You good? You keep going? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about the passion side of things now. Some of the passions that you have. I know golf, cricket, poker we used to play back in the days. I don't know. I mean, you still play with your family, yeah?
No.
Not anymore? No?
No.
But you got me started on the golf, man. Who got you started on golf?
Who got me started on golf? Oh my god. It's probably a work trip.
Oh yeah.
Probably a work trip. My
Yeah.
my industry is full of golfers.
Okay.
Or wannabe golfers. But golfers. But that's probably who got me into it. But I love the sport.
Yeah.
I don't follow it enough to I watch TV sometimes and I
Yeah.
watch it. But when I'm playing it, I'm all in. I love it, man, and that's
Yeah.
why I had to get my boys in it. I had to.
It's beautiful, eh? That game.
Yeah, amazing, man. Like how much you can learn.
Yeah,
The focus you gotta put in.
yeah.
Like one shift of
Well,
focus.
well, focus isn't usually there when you and Vardhan are there because you guys we have a few drinks here and there, and that's it. The focus goes out of the window. But
Yeah, but until then,
until then,
until then, we're focused on that, and then we're focused on the drinks. But we're always focused.
yeah, that's what matters, right? Well, like, what would you say golf has taken over your cricket passion?
Absolutely not, man.
No,
No,
cricket is still in the heart, eh?
cricket is still in the heart, man.
Fucking guy, eh?
I love cricket.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, cricket. Yeah, it's two different sports. When I stop playing cricket, I think I will only golf, and I'll golf for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Did you get Hannah started on that yet?
No,
She
no,
wouldn't.
she hates it.
She hates it.
She hates it.
There's no room there.
No, she's a fast person. She wants to play like she'll play volleyball or things like that,
Yeah.
but not a sport where you gotta
You're
look at the
just
ball and think for 10 minutes before you hit it.
So like I know you've always been a sport person, and I know I've seen enough of fights
Yeah.
when I was introduced in your guys' group.
Yeah.
We went to that. Remember that one time we went. What was it? It was some cricket award night. I think you guys were playing for Rising Star back in the days.
Yeah.
Right. And then with this, I think
there's
yeah. So you guys are super passionate about sports, but like any life lessons that you learn from sports?
So many, man. Now that I put a new team in of my own, and we won the division, and it's been great. And I'm the captain. Now we put another B team in the big league, Edmonton District Cricket League. There's so many life lessons from every sport, not just cricket.
Yeah.
From every sport, man. Just showing up and giving it your all, putting your phone aside. How many times do you think you can put your phone
Not
into
many.
a bag and really focus on something what
Focus
you're
on
doing these
something.
days?
Not
And
a lot.
it's only sports that allows you to do that.
Yeah.
So whatever kind of sport it is. I'm passionate about cricket, but put me in a hockey rink.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You play hockey too. I forgot about that.
No, I'm not the greatest player, but
You still play that?
here and there. Here and there,
Are you still part of that league or whatever that you guys are doing?
I'm not, but I sub for a few teams.
Oh, okay.
Wherever I get an opportunity to go blow off some steam,
Yeah.
I'll take it. And that could be any sport.
Yeah.
I'm talking any sport.
I know.
Except for chess.
I know Drupal and Yasuba are still in it. I think Vardhan is too, eh?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think Drupa's still involved, but Vardhan is definitely involved.
Vardhan
and
is still
Yasuba here and there.
Yasuba here and there.
Yeah,
I see that for
I actually saw Vardhan at the West End rink.
Oh no way.
And I went to Bourbon Street, and I'm looking down at the rink, and I'm like,
He's
"Is
there with
that
his daughter?
Vardhan?"
With his little
No,
one?
he was playing hockey.
Oh,
at the rink.
Nice.
I was like, is that Vardhan? Vardhan, go. But yeah, here and there I'm involved in hockey, but honestly, sports in general. It's not about the passion of cricket. That's just something that I know how to do.
Mm,
Um,
yeah.
but if I was into any other sport, I'd give it my full. Sports is the place, is the way to go. Teamwork, patience, focus, resilience. There's so many things you can learn from. Motivation.
Yeah.
So many things you can learn from it.
Yeah. I think it's just a matter of, just there's a lot of distractions in life nowadays. And I think the one best possible thing to do is actually get into a sport.
Absolutely.
I think physically, mentally, emotionally, I think it just kind of centers you, right?
Yeah. And it depends on the person too. Some people like to go to the gym, fitness.
Oh yeah, of course.
That's their getaway, right? And that's another way.
That's
That's
another
something
way.
I can't do, but they can do,
Mm.
and that's their way.
Yeah.
But it all leads on to the same thing. It's trying to shift your focus. And
Yeah.
focus on your body, focus on and you're learning something out of gym or that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Was there any other passions that I don't know of that you've recently picked up?
No.
You're not a bookie reader or anything like that, do you? Are you?
Oh no, I
You got
read
into it?
Jeff Shore books here and there.
Okay.
A couple of books here and there. But that's more sales stuff.
More sales stuff?
Yeah, more career related, but not like spiritually or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that something like that you and your wife do, like together? Like just to kind of get away from the everyday hustle bustle stuff?
No, we go eat wings. We love chicken wings.
Chicken
That's
wings,
what
yeah.
we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. But we try to get out. We like to go for drives.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I think for me, like, what's that one thing that has changed, and I'm sure you could notice that as well, is I've taken up on reading a little bit here and
that's
there,
good, man.
and I think part of the reason why is because I really wanted to inculcate reading into our kids,
That's
right?
awesome, man.
And I think we've noticed that because I mean every night we have a little bit of thing that you know what I would have my book open, Sanjana would have her book open, and then just out of curiosity, Zia would just get a book and
Yeah.
get in the middle of us, and she would just do whatever. You know,
Absolutely.
I
I would
think
love to have that, man. That's amazing.
yeah,
That's
and
absolutely
I think it's very important. I think because I mean obviously phones and everything they go
Yeah.
through that, but I mean just having that curiosity
Yeah.
and books really. So I that's one thing that I would tell you
That's amazing, man.
that you should really do.
I definitely will. When she's a little bit older, right now,
Yeah.
all she's listening to, I could have a book in my hand, but if that book is about dinosaurs,
Mm.
it's just my mind's. So I open my Jeff Shore sales book.
Yeah.
And I'm telling a story about dinosaurs.
Okay.
She loves dinosaurs. But no, that's an amazing habit you've picked up, and I'm proud of you. And
Yeah.
keep that going until you can.
Yeah, I know.
Absolutely.
It's not easy nowadays
Amazing.
with two kids now, but
Oh.
it's a whole another fucking
Soon to
chapter.
be three, man. There's no stopping.
No, 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 no. That's it, bro. I'm calling curtains now, man. It's just too much. I think we have a perfect family going on. I mean, I always wanted to have two kids,
Yeah.
and I've said this multiple times on the show actually itself. You know, because you know we'll get old.
Yeah.
I mean, I already feel it. Whatever. I mean, it's part of life, right?
Yeah.
But there's gotta be a fair share of healthy conversations between the parents and the kids.
Absolutely.
And if it's you and your wife, and one person on the other side, I don't think it's a fair conversation.
Yeah.
Because then you're always disagreeing. Because obviously there's a huge age gap.
Yeah.
Right. You want to understand what their generation is going through.
Yeah.
Right. So having that second person in your life on that side, be like, you know what? Okay, well, Rhea could be wrong, but this fourth person can't be wrong.
Yeah.
Let's think about this.
Makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is why we had it what we had, and I think
And then having the third one, it'll make it imbalanced.
no.
Right?
No, well then things will get imbalanced between me and my wife. That's the problem.
No, it makes sense.
Let's rewind the cassette a little bit.
Yeah.
Because we're 90s kids.
Yeah.
We've been through the cassettes.
Yeah.
Right. So, what's the one crazy story from your younger days that still cracks you up today?
Crazy story from younger days. Like the time you puked in my brand new Jeep. I bought a Jeep. I'll tell everybody that. I bought a Jeep, brand new.
You wanna bring that mic a bit closer to you, bro?
So,
Maybe.
So proud of the Jeep.
That's not the mic, bro. That's a filter.
Start again.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. We're rolling. That's okay.
Alright.
If we're at you are Pransh-U-nfiltered, bro. Everything's
Yeah, sounds
unfiltered
good.
here. That's all good. Go for it.
There's a filter in the mic. Yeah. When I bought a brand new Jeep. I'm so proud of my first ever big purchase. And we go to a party to White Avenue. And on the way back, Pransh-U pukes. Brand new Jeep, like 2 days old.
Which is why I love you, bro.
Yeah.
Because your reaction was like, it's okay, bro.
Fuck.
And you're like, and that's what I like about this fucking guy. You know, he's always
the end of the
he's
day.
like, you know what? Did you have fun? You had fun, right?
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
That's all
That's
that
all that
matters.
matters. And I think I love that about you, that you have that calmness, and I think that's very beautifully said. Like you got the patience from your mom,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
That it's okay, man. You know, and I was a very instinctive person before I had kids.
Yeah.
And now that I have kids, my car gets dirty. I'm like, it's okay. It's
Yeah.
just a car.
It's just a car.
It's just a car.
But that's how I've always been with cars and like materialistic things.
Yeah.
Like,
That's good, man.
Just another thing, man.
You were ages ahead of us.
I don't know.
Which
I
is
don't
good.
know. I'm not trying to make myself sound like but
No, that's fine. I mean,
absolutely. Like at the end of the day, it's just a car.
yeah. It's the memories and it's the people that matter.
It's
At the end of the day, I feel like.
exactly. It's hard to put yourself in that situation at that moment in time,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, You had to puke, man. You weren't feeling good.
Yeah. But to be fair, it was his fault because he didn't pull up. He didn't pull over to the side
Yeah.
fast enough. Because I did tell him, bro, I don't want to do this, but this is happening. This is coming out.
It's all good, man. It's not a problem.
So that you said that was one of the things that crossed the line.
There's so many memories from those days, man.
I know the one memory. I know the one memory. Can I say it?
No. From AHPL poker nights hosted by Drupa, the AHPL.
Yeah, of course.
From vinyl.
Oh yeah, the vinyl days. Yeah, yeah.
it's, it's so much, man. It was every weekend was it was amazing.
The proudest moment for me was to get kicked out of the club. Remember that one night it was because of me we got kicked out of the club.
Yeah, I know, man. You might just remember one night like that, but there's been many.
There's been many.
There's
Yeah,
been many, but it's okay. It was a good time.
it was a good time.
It was a good,
I
amazing.
think it was
time.
all worth it, eh?
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
It's
And I mean, and that's what I tell a lot of. I mean, again, I'm gonna repeat myself, but I'm all about the creating memories, man.
Yeah.
And I know you've told me multiple times that how many businesses are you gonna get into? How many things are you gonna do? And at the end of the day, I wanna make sure when I get old and when I'm 60, 65, we're chilling by my dream place or whatever we were doing fire pit, and
Yeah.
I want to talk about my experiences. I want to
Yeah.
be like, this one
It's
time,
amazing, bro.
we partied too hard. I puked in my boy's Jeep.
Yeah.
Or
If that's your goal, then you're not doing enough businesses.
a
few more.
Well, the bank has to give me enough money too, bro. So, what's the one thing do you think about me that has changed the most since those days?
About you?
Yeah.
About you, bro, you went from an engineering student nerd to kind of exploring your crazy side to uh kind of getting your feet wet with partying and realizing the world but not really holding yourself back into you being what you are now and being free and doing whatever the heck you want to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Whatever you want to do, whatever makes you happy, but at the end of the day, keeping your family happy.
Yeah.
So you went from a super nerdy, to put it in short form, super nerdy, reserved, to an open-minded, amazing father. Like,
Okay.
there's so many ways I can put it,
Yeah.
man, but that was a transition I see.
Yeah. Okay.
Is you were very reserved at one point.
Yeah.
And you were like, I want to do this, but I don't want to do it at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? I should do this, but my dad's gonna hit me. But then you're like, at one point you're like, fuck it.
Fuck it, whatever.
It's better to get beat, but let's do it. So that's how I see you. Is you really experienced, and you weren't afraid to experience.
Yeah.
Most people are afraid to take that step, but you didn't.
Well, that's because I feel like that's because I had you guys by my side.
I don't know. I feel like your father is your father is a very happy-go-lucky guy.
He is.
Right?
And I was just gonna talk to you. I was just gonna say about this that you say I'm a free bird and I get to explore a lot of things. All thanks to my dad.
Yeah.
Like it's his birthday today, by the way.
Oh,
He's-
happy birthday to him, man.
Yeah. Well,
Happy
cheers.
birthday to him. Cheers.
Cheers to
him.
my dad.
Cheers to our coffee to your dad. But, bro, I love your dad, man. I call him at like 1 a.m. sometimes because my IPTV is. You call me like, hello, Uncle, how are you? So
But he's given me I mean, dad in my case, like he's always been. I mean, parents are always a huge blessing.
Yeah,
I mean, and my dad's like, what, I couldn't really get to explore a lot of things in my life, and now we have the means.
Yeah.
I want you to go out there and not be reserved.
Yeah,
right? Just do whatever you think is good, and it's good for the family. You do it, and
Yeah.
I'm always there behind you.
Absolutely.
And I mean, it's always been a huge blessing for me, to be very honest, man.
No, that's awesome, man. And I can
And-
see it. You can see it in your life.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's amazing.
yeah,
Yeah.
And even like when I thought about getting into a little bit of politics, like getting into the trustee role and stuff like that, and obviously, my wife had some reservations that just make sure like whatever you're getting into, you give 100%. I mean, my wife is always about that.
Yeah.
She's always about don't just half-ass it.
Yeah.
Right? You want to get into
There we
this,
go.
well, get into it, but just prioritize your life and just make sure that you have enough time for stuff
Yeah.
like that. And I credit her fully, man. I mean, I think having a wife in your life. I mean, I'm sure Hannah is the same way that
Absolutely.
without them going out there and killing it
Yeah.
isn't possible.
It's not possible.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I feel sorry for the guys who don't have, or for even for the women in that matter, that don't have a supportive spouse.
Yep.
When you go home, that home is supposed to be your happy place,
Yep.
right? And the moment you take a bit longer to get home and you're just driving around the block
Yeah.
just so you can get home a bit later, so you're just gonna have dinner and sleep,
Yeah.
that's a sad life.
Absolutely, man.
That's a sad life.
Yeah.
And I mean, I haven't heard of any examples like that, but I'm sure there's tons out there.
I'm sure there is, and
There's tons out there.
that's the most important thing. Is your home is your happy place. When
Yeah.
you get home,
Yeah.
you've like everything should work.
Yeah.
In
You put
pieces.
your, and that's the way I see it is you wake up in the morning, you go outside, you put on your jacket. That to me is a shield that you put on because you're going on a war,
Yeah.
right? And when you come home, you take your jacket and your shield off.
Yeah.
That's it. You want to be at peace,
You're right.
right?
Absolutely.
So how do you make sure like how do you make sure you balance that?
So for me
Yeah.
personally, me and my wife, me and Hina go on drives almost every day, no matter how tired we are. We put a we because there's someone always at home taking care of our daughter.
Mm.
She's in her bed. We put a camera on
Mm.
and we go for a short drive, no matter how tired we are.
Mm.
We could be drained in our PJs. We'll go for a drive, get her ice cream. Ice cream makes does a lot of things. But yeah, get her ice cream. Just make sure that part of your relationship is secure and you're doing everything to keep your wife happy.
Yeah.
And she'll do the same. Not because of that. She'll do the same regardless,
Mm.
and I'll do the same regardless.
Yeah.
If she gave me shit for something, I'm still gonna take her for ice cream.
Of
the
course.
day.
Of
So
course.
that part I think is absolutely very, very important.
That's the one thing I'll take from your life.
Go for drives.
Go for
That's
drives.
what I do. That's
Yeah.
what works for me. It could be something different. It could be a head massage. It could be anything, man.
I mean, I my wife also loves the drives, but
Yeah.
sometimes I've been guilty of not giving the drives or whatever she asked for because I've just been so damn busy in life. But I mean, I've promised her something when she comes back. Well, when we come back from India, because I'm leaving next week
Yeah.
for India. When we come back, I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna recenter everything, and I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna prioritize my family
It
life.
could be as simple as 20 in it. That's all it takes, honestly.
Yeah,
It
man.
takes 15 minutes.
Yeah,
Out of your whole 24
Yeah.
hours, your crazy busy day of 10 hours,
yeah,
that 15 minutes ends it so nicely. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be a drive. It could be, again, like I said, head massage. It could be
yeah.
you cooking something for her. It could be something.
Maggie, maybe that's all I can cook.
Yeah,
bro.
You could be ordering in,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
doing something together.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, every day.
Every day.
Consistency is what matters, though.
yeah,
You can't do it once a week.
yeah.
You can't do it 3 times a week. You have to do it every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Got it.
I find the drive the easiest.
Got it. How'd you meet her again?
So me and Hina, we met through my aunt. We got connected through my aunt, and then we spoke over the phone. I went and met her in Pakistan. We hung out for a little while there, and then we decided to get engaged. So you can call it a modern arranged in a way.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Just like me. Yeah.
yeah, 6 months is kind of what we talked, and then I went there and we hung out and we got engaged right then and there. And yeah,
Yeah.
then came back, and then went back to get married.
Yeah. Are you how do you like do you think that's the best way to go in this day and age? I mean, it's a very subjective matter, obviously.
Yeah, it's a very subjective matter.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the best way or not. That's not how I can put it. If you got someone that works for you, that's good.
Yeah.
If you don't, that's also another way because that that kind of crosses the line of of someone who's already known to your culture. So
Mm.
that part of the
That's already
relationship,
taken care of.
that's already taken care of,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
that's one thing that works in.
Yeah.
But if you've met someone, you've been with them for a little while,
Yeah.
and they understand your culture and you understand theirs, then that works as well.
Yeah.
So I have no thoughts on that, honestly. Either way it works, whatever works at
Yeah.
the end of the day, whatever it was before marriage is totally different after marriage.
Well, of course. I mean,
Yeah.
you start living in the person, I think, and things are
Yeah.
totally
Yeah.
upside down, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, so to speak. But what was that one thing, or I mean, there must be a lot of things that got you and her ended
Yeah.
up together. But what was that one thing that you prioritize when you haven't spoken to her? That this is kind of a no brainer. Like this, if you are this, or if you think along these lines, we might go
So
somewhere.
the things I appreciated the most about Hina when I met her was her family was really important to her.
Mm.
Um, that's just one of the things. The family is very important to her. The family relationship, how kids should be brought up and shouldn't be brought up, was important. She was very clear on how she wanted
Mm.
her family life to be,
Mm.
and we didn't talk much about materialistic stuff.
Mm.
It didn't matter. Honestly, it didn't matter as
Mm.
long as the love was there. We were happy. In Pakistan, at times I had a very nice car to drive.
Mm.
At times we got a rickshaw and there was no issues.
No issues.
No issues.
No
Like, let's
issues.
take a rickshaw and go. We want to go somewhere, let's go. And that's what I love the most about her.
Right.
We sat on street side tables and ate, and actually had more fun rather than going to a fancy restaurant and ate.
You went to Kolachi?
Yeah, we went to all those places, but I tell you, Patel Para was the best.
the Shamshushad, bro. That's the
We had the most
that
fun
hit
there.
the spot there,
Yeah.
bro. It hit the spot.
Right? It's more than the food. It
It's
felt
who you're
right.
with.
Yeah,
I think it's who you're with that matters the most.
yeah, and she didn't care about that kind of stuff, which was amazing.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
was amazing. That's when you know that good times are there, yes, but when the tough times come, she was gonna be by my side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it is very hard to judge sometimes, isn't it? Like, because you said you were talking to her, what, 6 months?
Yeah,
And then you went over and met her in person and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
but 6 months we were religiously talking. Like we were
Okay.
talking day and night.
Yeah.
We were talking day and night. We were
Yeah.
talking for the purpose to get married. Or is our life gonna? We were asking each other all these questions, so we were really understanding each other.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I mean, it's very beautifully that you said that for her, family was everything. And I think along the same lines, my wife was the same way. Because I mean, for me, like I knew first, I knew up front that I'm not gonna be moving out of my house, or
Yeah.
we're always gonna be together,
Yeah.
just like yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she was all about that.
Yeah.
And when you get married and you start living together, there's obviously ups and downs in life.
Yeah.
But it's just your mind focus should always be there that what the end goal is,
Yeah.
right? And it worked out. I mean, for both of us. So
Yeah.
like.
Absolutely,
wood, bro,
No,
it's-
I love it, and I love the fact that you're still living with your family. And
Yeah, man. I think it's everything because I mean now that I mean there's been times that things have got a bit out of hand, obviously, just like any other family,
that's
right?
normal, bro.
But I'm so glad that I wasn't very instinctive about it, and I
Yeah.
took a decision right there and then. But now that I see my parents getting old,
Yeah.
there's always that time when you see your parents that okay, they're older, whatever, they're adults, right? But then there's times when you start becoming their parent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Have
Yeah.
you started noticing
Yeah,
that about your mom?
absolutely. My mother, 100%. Like at times, I'm talking to her and she feels that she'll go with my decisions now rather
Yeah.
than her own decisions, right? But I still try to keep her and give her that respect that at the end of the day it is her decision.
Mm.
But yeah, I agree, and that's normal to everybody. That's
Yeah.
gonna happen to you. That's gonna happen to me,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I don't know how our kids are gonna react at that time.
Yeah.
But that's the best thing to do is
Yeah.
all they need in this age and time right now is comfort,
Mm. Yeah.
and especially from their children.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if they can get that from them, then that's their life.
Of course.
Right?
Of course. Yeah.
So keep
So-
up to that.
So from having the whole beautiful wedding and everything, then having a beautiful angel coming in your life. Rhea
Yeah.
is that little angel.
Yeah.
How has that been?
Oh,
How's life had changed after that?
you know what? It's everything I imagined it to be, but not everything I expected.
I see. I see where you're going with this. I've been through that.
But overall, in the bigger picture, it's beautiful. Even in the smaller picture,
Yeah,
it's more beautiful.
yeah,
In the bigger picture, it's beautiful because you you get to raise someone. You get to really see all those. Oh man, I'll go on and on about Rhea, bro.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
oh yeah.
yeah,
I was there at your gender reveal, and I just seen the outpour of emotions from
yeah,
everybody.
yeah,
Everybody. I meant like, I mean, myself included, because I mean, I was obviously, I always, whenever I go to any gender reveals, I always root for the pink.
yeah.
That's, I just,
So we have two boys in the house, right? Zohan and Zayden.
yeah,
Zohan and Zayden are absolutely beautiful kids, and
yeah,
everybody wanted another a girl.
yeah, of
Right?
course,
And
to
we
finish,
got
to,
it.
to,
And
to
that's
kind
why,
of complete the
yeah,
family, of
yeah,
course.
Zohan and Zayden are absolutely, and the sibling love between the three,
Yeah,
it's crazy. You should
crazy.
come to my house and see.
I've seen it.
Yeah,
I've
you've
been,
seen
there.
it.
I've been 3 hours, man.
Man,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's,
it's amazing the way they love each other.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I think because of girl, like, it just binds, she just binds those two guys together. I think
I don't think so.
she's
I think Zohan and Rhea are very close.
very close.
Yeah.
Yeah, the older Zohan's, or
Those the old, the
Zohan's
older one, Zohan, so 5 and 2.
Yeah,
Zohan and Rhea are so
and
close.
Zayden's is on his
Like
tangent.
I could yell at Zohan and Rhea would come and say, "Stop it."
Just give
Like
you
they
attitude.
love each other so much. And then Zayden's in his world, his own little world.
Oh
And he's
yeah.
happy with it, and we love it the way he's living in his own world.
What, he's three, right?
He's 3.
He's three and
He's
something.
3. He's 3 that does not give a shit about anything in life.
Oh yeah.
He's an amazing kid.
Yeah.
All he cares about is his blue car. As
Yeah.
long as he's got that, he's got everything
That's
in life.
it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
But
beautiful.
personalities, watching them grow
Yeah.
in different ways,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
And I've seen you, like, when you go out, like, you don't just take Rhea out with you.
Yeah.
You take you take the minivan, and you jam pack the 3 kids at the back, and off you go, right?
Yep.
I've never fucking imagined you driving around a minivan, bro,
Oh,
from our
wow.
old days.
I'm thinking of upgrading that minivan to another minivan.
You are.
It's comfortable, man.
Yeah,
But yeah, the 3 kids, I always try to take them together.
Yeah.
Even if I want to take them on their own, if I want to take Rhea somewhere on her own, I will take her on her own. I will take Zohan on another day on his own. Me, so we all, and that this happens throughout the family.
Yeah, of
Same
course.
with my brother, same with my bhabhi, same with my
Yeah.
wife and
Yeah.
and my mother.
Yeah.
Everybody gets to spend time with them together as
Yeah.
well as alone
Right. Right.
to have that relationship.
So what kind of a father do you hope that you are remembered? For Rhea, for Zayden, for Zohan?
I don't know. That's a tough question. Like, what do you mean by remember?
I don't know, like
Elaborate that.
like
more.
I don't know, like
I don't think
you're
that far.
you're just you're like
Just be kind.
you're a cool guy, like, cool dad, just having that beautiful balance between being a cool dad, but at the same time, just making sure you have an eye on the kids and making sure they don't get in a lot of trouble, but at the same time making sure they get into trouble so they get to learn.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be ever as time has gone. I don't think I'll ever be as cool as as you think I will be.
Mm.
I think I'll probably be um acceptable. Like I'll accept their mistakes.
Yeah. Yeah.
More than anything.
Mm.
Like if they make a mistake, I'm gonna be the first one there,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna say a word to them. Just like you puked in my car,
Yeah.
just the same way.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it in a few months.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's kind of how I'm going. But I'm gonna be. But I think my main goal is kindness.
Yeah.
I think that's the way I want to lead them towards.
Yeah.
Is just be kind to everybody,
Yeah.
even if they're not kind to you.
Yeah.
Just be kind to everybody, and that's why me and Zohan because one is old enough. We do a lot of little activities like that. Like during Christmas, we go to the homeless shelter and we feed
Oh yeah.
the poor, and we take hot dogs and things like that. Like and I'll do that with every kid. But kindness, I think, is my goal.
Okay.
Nothing before or beyond that. Honestly, I'm not thinking that far ahead.
Mm.
That I want them to be like,
Yeah.
just just be kind.
Yeah.
Everything, as long as you're nice to other people, everything nice will happen to you.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. And then how's a marriage made you a better person or made your life a bit better shape?
Oh man, so much. I know how to fold laundry. I'm just joking. But I know how to be more disciplined in life.
Yeah.
I know how to be more disciplined. I know how to put more family time ahead.
Yeah.
I know Hina is huge, huge on spending time
Yeah.
with the kids, with the family.
Yeah.
And so making trips with the family.
Yeah.
It could be as small as going to Calgary, or it could be as big as going
Mm.
around the world, but spend time with the family.
Mm.
And so Hina has been super supportive, and I'm supportive of her and
Mm.
everything she does.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So what sort of a, I mean, this is kind of very superficial again, but
Yeah.
what sort of a legacy would you want to leave behind for your work, your family, kids?
I don't know, man. I don't.
You just want to be kind, and I think that's very nice.
I don't think they have to remember me for a certain thing.
Yeah,
Like they don't have.
yeah. Do you do a lot of community work?
Yeah.
You do, eh? You started. I mean, that could be a legacy. You know what I mean? Like, helping the underprivileged families. I mean, what?
Well, that's just an act of kindness.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, I mean, like, people will remember you. You know what I mean? That, hey, you know what? This guy was there, and
I don't think so, man.
no,
No, I don't think so. I think there's enough people doing that, and there should be more people doing that.
yeah,
But they don't have to remember us,
they don't remember for sure.
right?
sure.
So no, I don't know about legacy. I don't really. That's too far ahead of my life, man.
Yeah,
I can't think about what kind of legacy or what really is a legacy. I don't even
Yeah.
know. Like,
yeah,
as long as these kids become better than I was,
that's good enough.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't want them to be like me or anything like that. I want them
Yeah.
to be better than me,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Any things that do you have any fears that are always at back of your mind now that you have kids or a kid?
Fears, so many.
Okay, what's the one that?
Like, I
That's-
don't know, man. There's so much going around in the world, right? Like them feeling unhappy about themselves or their bodies or drugs, or man, there's so many fears. But
Yeah.
you just can't control everything, and I know that
Yeah.
you can't control everything.
Yeah, but I know there was one very beautiful thing that you told me that one day when I came over to your house, and you were saying that I think it was a Zohan or Zayden. I think he had a habit of this one very short, brief amount of time that he was either like pinching people or he was either like hurting, like not hurting, like just like slapping
Yeah.
like family members. And I think you said very beautifully, like it's just a phase of life. It's just a phase of his life.
Mm.
We don't tell him to not do it.
Yeah.
Because if we tell him to do something, then he will do it more and more.
Yeah.
So I think you already have. I think that came from your mom because she works for the daycare now,
Yeah.
right? So she knows the human or the child psychology.
Yeah. There's
Right.
a lot of phases, and kids will go through phases, right?
Yeah.
That's what we realize, that there's gonna be so many little phases,
Yeah,
and it'll come in. You don't have to fix everything.
yeah,
The moment you start thinking as a parent, that's what I think.
Mm.
Every parent has their
Yeah.
own perspective.
yeah,
But the moment you try to think that you have to fix everything
yeah.
is something you gotta fix yourself first.
So I'm gonna get to that. So like in the midst of the career, the wife, the family, kid, and everything, do you ever have everyone needs time by themselves?
Yeah.
Like this is my personal time. I want a little bit of silence.
Yeah.
What do you do? What's your routine? Do you have any routine like that?
You know what? I've never had the thought of having me time.
Mm,
It's always we time.
okay.
It's it's not even gone through my mind.
Mm,
If I want me time, it's we time. It's me and the kids. I'll
right.
take the kids somewhere. If I have a stressful day, if I had a stressful day yesterday and I have a day off tomorrow, I'll take the kids swimming. That'll
Right.
take me my head off of everything in life
Yeah.
that doesn't matter and put me right into a place where what matters.
Right.
And that's these kids being happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's never me time, it's we time.
It's we time.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very
Yeah.
nice. And you know, the biggest, I would say, the biggest reason that I started doing the podcast. I mean, apart from being famous,
Yeah.
yes, hopefully,
Yeah, no.
but
You are famous, bro.
no, the what I want to do, man. To be very honest with you, bro, like I really want to inspire the generation after us, the youth, right? Because I'm always thinking, right, like we had a perfect balance of grown in Pakistan or India or whatever. So we had the mindset of jugaad mindset.
Yeah.
Like we had those things that we had attachments with our parents.
Yeah.
But the kids and everything growing here nowadays, those things are going kind of fading away. That's what my opinion is. But I really want to inspire people that, hey, you know what? If a guy like Malik, who could just who's gone through the hassle of the early on lives,
Mm-hmm.
he's seen his mom doing the hustle,
Mm-hmm.
and he realized and he got up on his feet and he's now where he is. We can also do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's something that really motivates me.
Yeah.
And that's something that I really want to leave behind.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would say that would be my biggest legacy is to inspire people. It's to inspire the kids that,
Yeah.
hey, you know what? Even if it's even if it's Bill Gates,
Yeah.
like he's had a humble background, you know what I mean? So if they can do it, you can do it too, right? So like, do you do anything active? Like, what do you actively do in the community side of things? I know you do community leagues and stuff, right? Like
So
cricket leagues and stuff.
I help out with community cricket.
Yeah.
Um, I drive a bus on Sundays for
Uh,
seniors.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, you take them to Jamaat Khana?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yes. I anytime there's an opportunity to help, I'm the first one standing.
Mm,
But I'm there to help.
right.
And everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Throughout even community cricket, it's the purpose is none of these 40, 50-year-olds are making it to Canada cricket.
Mm,
It's to keep them fit.
yeah.
And that's my goal.
Mm.
It's obviously to bring the youth up, but at the same time
Keep the guys active as well,
keep the
and
guys active and
yeah,
fit,
yeah, for sure.
and keep the community engaged.
Yeah,
Right? So
Yeah.
these are the things I do for the community.
community.
itself. Yeah.
For sure.
And even in if we're not just talking a Smiley community,
Yeah.
in general, wherever I get an opportunity to help, either that be, I hope you can call me for not playing, but to help out with Garbi Gujarat
Yeah.
cricket tournament.
Yeah.
I think I have a very good base in organization of cricket.
Okay. Got
I'd
it.
love to help out with that,
Sure.
and find more or less not even in the men's version, but the youth and women's.
Mm. Yep.
Women's cricket, I think, is the next big thing.
That's yep.
And I want to try to. That's my next. I don't want to say career goal, but my passive goal is
Passive goal.
I want to be able to help women's cricket.
Is there a scene? कोई scene है इधर? Women's cricket का?
Absolutely,
There's teams?
yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah.
I mean,
very
I
basic level,
so I've only played the cricket league like once,
and
that was it.
And I was this past couple of weeks. There was a cricket World Cup, a women's World Cup where India won.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
And how proud I was.
Yeah, man. It's
Man,
beautiful.
Our Desi girls.
I know,
was
man.
So happy.
I know,
I
man.
was so happy. But
That-
in general, that was
yeah.
that was a win for women,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that was one to be celebrated. I was so happy.
Yeah,
I was
and the-
showing everybody at my
The
house.
semi final that I saw with
I was showing
Australia.
Rhea the trophy. I was like, I want you to think about this. Not
Yeah.
win it or anything like that.
Yeah.
But this is what women can achieve,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
it was a beautiful moment.
Yeah. Absolutely amazing,
Yeah.
man. I think
So I think that's my next venture.
yeah.
Is I'm gonna try to push women into cricket
Yeah.
in Edmonton.
I think there's a lot, like even there's IPL version of women
Yeah.
as well now.
Yeah.
I think there's Big Bash version of women
Yeah.
now. I think PSL, I think is coming up with some women stuff as well. I think
I'm not sure about what all the stuff there is, but there is a lot of women's cricket coming up, and I'm glad to see it.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm happy to see it.
yeah. I mean that should always be there. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, a woman women should never be left behind in any shape and
I
form.
think they should be leading the world, man.
They should be,
Yeah.
man. You know, I think I would say they're. I mean, they've created us.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're more stronger than us. Obviously,
Absolutely.
there's no denying that. Anyways, we wanna. I mean, I know we're a bit short on time because of your golf thing with your business folks or whatever. Just got a few more questions, and then we're gonna do a rapid fire. Okay. What does success mean to you today? And that was like, obviously when you're in your 20s, success means a bit different than
Yeah.
what it is today. So, what does it mean to you today?
Totally different.
Yeah.
Like heads or tails. It's
Yeah.
totally different. 20 years ago, 10 years ago, that all that mattered at that time was making money, making everybody happy. If I make money, everything will be good.
Mm.
At this point in my life, I don't think money is the answer to all your questions.
Right.
Absolutely not.
Right.
I think I think money is not the answer to all your questions.
Not
Excuse
the
me.
answer to all the questions.
No.
I think the way I see it is, I think it's a byproduct.
Yeah.
Money is a byproduct. If you do an honest job,
Yeah.
if you put your head down and keep working, I think money will just follow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. If you flip burgers, flip some good fucking burgers.
Oh
You're
yeah.
gonna make money.
And you've been all over social media nowadays, bro. What's been going on over there? You trying to copy me or what? You trying to up me or what?
Kind of, man. Like it's so hard to talk. It's the toughest thing to do.
Yeah.
Social media. That's
The
toughest
best
part of the business.
the best reel that I've seen of you is that time when you were stopping the car. You know that
Yeah.
one?
Yeah. So my
That's very creative, by the way.
shout out to Cheyenne, my social media guy.
Okay.
He makes me do these two.
Do you wanna just mention their title? Then we can just add it on the video or whatever.
I don't know. I don't know if he has a title, but his name is Cheyenne Salim.
Well, no, on Instagram or whatever so that people can find.
I don't think he has a page yet.
Oh, he
He's
has a page?
student
Okay,
That's
cool.
working towards everything,
Okay.
but he's doing an absolutely amazing job.
Yeah.
He's so into it. He's so passionate,
Yeah.
and he makes me do all these stupid things. And he's like, you just gotta do what's working. And that's
Yeah.
what I'm doing.
Yeah, he knows the trends.
Yeah, so he's just following the trends and making me do
Of
that.
course.
And he's doing great at it. And
Of
he's
course.
learning as he goes.
Yeah.
He's learning as he goes, and that's what I love about him.
Yeah.
Is he's not-
Experimenting.
experimenting.
Yeah.
Trial and error. That's the most
Trial and
important
error,
thing.
man.
Yeah.
Trial and error.
Yeah.
I think that's why, like, even like I got a buddy in India I grew up with.
Yeah.
And he's a Mallu. He's a South Indian guy,
Mm-hmm.
and he's always been artistic, eh? So he wanted to get into the movies.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to get into the movies.
Yeah.
So but now he's in advertisement.
Good.
And you know the Indian ads are something to watch.
Yeah.
Because they are so creative.
Yeah. So creative.
They have
yeah.
huge budgets and stuff.
Yeah.
And some of the stuff that he tells me, he's like, man, we literally have pre-production, post-productions,
Yeah.
this and that. I'm like, man,
That's
it's
awesome.
something.
Yeah.
It's something.
Yeah. So the youngsters have a much more creative mind than we did. Right, and
Yeah.
they can capture this, and that's what he's doing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which is
He's
great.
a younger guy.
Yeah, he's like 21 or 22.
21. Eh? Yeah, that's the best.
He's a student. He's doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, shout out to our cameraman here as well and our editor,
absolutely.
Miss Amar. She's been great.
Yeah.
She's also young,
Yeah,
but I wouldn't say she's in her early 20s.
Yeah.
But she's good. She's
Yeah.
good at what she does.
absolutely.
She
That's awesome.
does. She makes me all the goofing around on the camera. That's her.
Hustling.
All right, so let's get into the rapid fire. You ready for this, bro?
I don't know, man.
You better be.
Let's go.
I'm not a Karan Johar. I don't have a big voucher for you or whatever. Do you watch the Coffee with Karan show?
You don't have a big voucher?
Let's not go there. I have just enough. All right, bro. Let's get into this. Golf or cricket? I think you already picked it.
Cricket.
Cricket?
Yeah.
It's always gonna be like that.
It's always gonna be like that.
Yeah, but even if you're done with cricket, you're gonna watch it and
I'm
stuff.
gonna watch it and stuff. Cricket.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Coffee, cool. I mean, this I already know, but who's a better golfer, you or me?
You.
No fucking way.
Absolutely. I can't match those drives. You hit those straight drives.
Yeah, bro. Okay. Okay. If you were stuck on a deserted island, who's surviving longer, you or your wife?
Me or my wife? You changed that question. Probably me.
Probably you.
Yeah, yeah. I have good survival instincts, and I can figure things out a
You
lot.
never know, bro. Women,
I'd be,
women,
actually, that you're right. It could be my wife. It'd be a
women,
good competition.
women go through a lot in their lives.
Absolutely. They
After,
go through a lot more than we do, and I
yeah,
think they have a strong mental capacity than us.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I still think it would be me.
Because you're so competitive that way.
Maybe.
So funniest nickname someone's ever given you?
Mukhia ji.
Mukhia ji.
Yeah.
When the fuck did that happen? That was a big-
Drupad.
Really? Mukhia ji.
Mukhia.
Why is that? Are you always like the one who's facilitating a lot of stuff?
No, I don't know.
Because Mukhia is like the guy who kind of facilitates shit, right? Isn't it? Mukhia ji is like the pradhan, right?
Yeah, like the
The
center of I don't-
Attention.
Yeah.
Well, you have been.
I don't know. He said something. I remember Drupad saying Mukhia ji, and it wasn't in a good context by any means. But he definitely said it. And since then, a few people call him Mukhia ji.
Okay.
Sometimes he calls me too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's more likely to forget an anniversary, you or your brother?
My brother.
Your brother?
Yeah, 100%.
Does he get chittar from his wife?
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah.
He still forgets.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's all a game, bro.
Maybe.
Maybe all a game.
Maybe.
You know, have you heard of a rebound sex, bro? You know all that.
He forgets, but when he remembers, he wants to do something big, and
Oh, really?
yeah.
That one day he remembers, he wants to make sure everyone knows about it. Eh? Okay, cool. So one word that perfectly describes your wife.
Perfect.
Perfect.
I could not ask for a better wife or a better partner in my lifetime.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Nice. Well, that's a lot of brownie points for that.
Yeah, I know.
One thing your daughter Rhea does that melts your heart instantly.
Smile.
Smile.
But I think that's with every kid. I can see
Yeah.
every kid smile, and I'm like, oh.
But it's those eyes too. It's like,
This is-
Daddy.
Yeah, just a smile. It's more than enough.
She will say daddy soon.
Yeah.
Just daddy and just rolls her eyes and
Baba.
Baba, is that right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I think kids are the best, man, because you come home tired and you look at them,
I can't
smile.
remember anything after.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it, man. That's it. Bro, where the fuck did we go from messing around in our lives and getting into this stuff, bro?
Life. It's amazing. It's beautiful, right? It's beautiful how it goes.
Yeah, that's right, man. Who was the bigger troublemaker? You or Vardhan back in the days?
That's a tough one. Man. That's a tough one. I think we're done, man.
Really?
But I think us together was a problem.
Me and you?
No,
Oh
we
yeah,
were not together,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was a
That was a
problem.
bigger problem.
That was a bigger problem.
That was a bigger
But I
problem.
think Vardhan was a bigger troublemaker.
Was he? Yeah.
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 I
I
think
remember
so.
that one time. I think it was his birthday party, and I think you guys all got kicked out or whatever.
Yeah, he used to just trip people. I don't know about that, man. Why did he like tripping people?
and then I think he has the most puppiest face. He's like, bro, I didn't do it, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't fucking do it, bro. That wasn't me, bro. I don't know why. He's like, I don't know why they're kicking me out, bro.
I'll give that one to Vardhan.
Okay. What's your go-to excuse when you're late?
My daughter.
Before it was work, wasn't it? Poor Rhea, man. You're just throwing her under the bus every single time, eh?
It works.
Which celebrity would you like to play your role in a movie if there was ever a movie about you?
Which you know what, that one I can't answer. I don't watch that many movies,
No.
honestly.
What are you watching nowadays? Are you watching like
I'm
some
watching
stupid reels?
shows. No, I'm watching shows, man.
What kind of shows are you watching?
I like watching like police shows.
Like
Like
raw,
cop
like
shows and-
criminal stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why.
like Delhi crime and like
No,
all
like,
those
the Hollywood ones.
the Hollywood
The
stuff.
Hollywood ones, like for example, I like watching FBI,
Oh,
911.
What about your wife?
Chicago, she loves that stuff.
She
too.
does that stuff.
She
That's
loves
good.
that stuff
You found
too.
her, bro.
Yeah.
No wonder why she's perfect.
Exactly. Like, she loves it more than me.
Oh
If I
yeah.
watch an episode without her,
Oof.
yeah,
Shit's going down.
yeah,
That drive at the 20-minute drive is gonna be turning into a 40-minute drive.
Yeah,
Okay. A restaurant project that you're most proud of. Are you had any project when you
I
were?
had a couple, but I'm not.
No,
Yeah,
nothing
I
you're
think
proud
I
of.
was more proud of driving through communities that I have sold
Sold.
homes in.
Yeah,
Like the whole street, I knew. Like I know every single family on this street,
yeah,
and that was more of a proud moment
perfect.
because a lot of them had first homes, and
Yeah,
I learned about their whole life.
yeah, yeah. What's your guilty pleasure snack?
I don't eat sweet. I don't know
That's
if you know
fine.
that.
The snack is not a sweet, bro. It's a
Um,
namkeen as well. Oh, you can say it.
no, my guilty pleasure snack. You know what? I probably like. I love IHOP pancakes.
Oh yeah. Well, you can't have that at night when you're craving it. What is that one thing you can have it at night when you're like
I
2
don't eat
a.m.?
sweet though. Maggie.
Maggie?
I
Okay.
know, not Maggie. There's another brand.
The Chings.
Yeah.
Is it Indian?
Super fiery spice.
Oh, that fire. Oh,
Yeah.
that stuff is good, bro.
I love it.
That stuff is good.
Yeah.
So, what's a one lie you've told your wife that you're ready to confess on this podcast? There's got to be something,
Shit.
bro.
A lie.
A lie that you've told your wife all this whole time, and you're willing to confess.
That's a tough one too.
Or should we just skip this one? we cut this out.
I might be okay with a second kid.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
So you told her not to have it,
Yeah.
and what was her thing?
Oh, she wants to have another kid eventually,
Mm,
and I've always been like, no.
putting it on the side.
Yeah.
I've been telling you to have a second kid.
Huh?
I've been telling you to have a second kid.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people have,
Yeah.
but maybe,
Maybe sometime.
maybe.
Maybe. You
maybe.
guys, how old are you now? You're younger than me, obviously.
32.
You're 32. I'm 34. So
Maybe. Is
maybe.
the answer.
And she's younger than you, yeah?
She knows she's 32 as well.
She's 32 as well.
Yeah.
What? Right about now, bro. You gotta get home and go for it.
Maybe. Maybe is my answer.
Okay. So if your mom heard everything we did in our younger days, what's the first thing she'd say?
That's it.
Yeah.
I just think she thinks a lot worse. She thought a lot worse of me
Yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Which was probably a part of it,
Mm.
whatever she thought. But
Yeah.
I think overall she's happy and proud.
She's happy and proud.
That's it.
Yeah, man.
She's happy and proud.
You won in life, bro. Which sport do you think you could go pro in if given a second chance?
Definitely not cricket.
Okay.
Maybe golf if I played enough at a younger age.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
golf is something that
Yeah.
with time, with practice, you could get to if you were competitive enough to learn every aspect of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the questions that I wanted to ask you is as well is because we picked up we picked up golf pretty late in life.
Yeah.
Right. Do you think it has a correlation if you picked up much earlier in life?
I think so, man. Like golf has a lot of aspects you can learn from, but more importantly, discipline.
Mm.
Like it's really easy to mess up the rules of the sport, but you choose to stick to it, and that part is really important.
Mm.
Like nobody's watching you if you throw the ball into the green,
Yeah.
but it's your own self-esteem and your own it's your own self that doesn't do that.
Doesn't do that.
Yes.
Of course. Of course. Yeah. So I already know the answer to this, but if you had to pick one, family dinner or a round of golf with the boys?
I'd probably say golf with in the evening and breakfast with the family.
Make up for it.
Yeah.
Good.
So breakfast with the family first,
Yeah.
and then go play golf in the evening.
Family's always first, man.
Absolutely.
That's how it's gotta be.
100%.
That's how it's gotta be. If Rhea could describe you in one word, what would it be?
Whenever she's scared, I'm the one she grabs.
So you're 911.
I'm 911. I'm 911. I'm her. I don't know what's the word, but if it's a word, protector.
Mm.
Like, I'm her rock.
Are you and your wife?
Yeah.
To Rhea. Are you guys who's a good cop, bad cop?
What do you mean by that?
Who's okay? Well, for a kid, there's always a good cop and a bad cop.
Oh, good cop and bad cop is what you mean.
Yeah.
I always try to be the good cop for
Oh,
brownie points.
yeah. Well, you're also a daddy.
I'm also a daddy.
So
it's a daddy's
she's a
girl.
daddy's girl,
She's
obviously.
a daddy's girl.
So whatever mom does, she's always gonna be a bad cop, bro. She's always gonna be a bad cop.
Yeah, and sometimes it's because of me. But the good thing is that Hina is okay with it.
Yeah.
Hina is okay.
I think
with
which
it.
is why she wants a second kid, bro.
Yeah, and she's okay with me, with Rhea loving me at times of like vulnerability
Yeah. Yeah.
that she grabs onto me. Yeah.
Right. Right. All right. I'm gonna wrap this up. What's the last question? What's one word that describes our friendship?
What's the one word that describes our friendship? Man, we're brothers, bro. Like honestly, you asked me about that border question earlier too, and we share the same color of blood,
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
right?
Of course, man.
Like there might be types to it, shades to it, and
Yeah.
all of this.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I feel like you're my brother, and anytime we speak, anytime we find a way to meet each other, we're good,
Yeah.
and we're always gonna be good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? If uh, I don't know if I can even think of a reason why we would ever go bad.
I
can't.
don't think so.
I don't think so either. So that's what it is, bro.
It is what it is.
You're my bro, especially from those nights from you, me, and Vardhan in the cruise room.
Yeah.
Right?
And even that golf night trip.
That golf night trip, this, like, right?
Pretty much sums up our
Yeah, and then that moment where we had in the cruise room
yeah,
of touching,
touching,
and being friends.
being friends. I will just leave it at that. I don't think we have enough drinks to talk about those things yet.
Yeah,
But
absolutely not. But thank you for having me overall. It was a great time.
thank you so much for coming over, man.
Yeah.
In such short notice.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I think I called you Monday or Tuesday or whatever. Hey, bro, you're coming over, and you're like, yeah,
Called me yesterday, I would have been here, bro.
fucking rights, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
Well, that was it. Just gonna wrap it up here. That was my boy Malik. Went through a lot of things with this guy here. I'm so proud to call my brother. We've been through thick and thin with him. He's absolutely learned a lot in life. I've seen him transition from a careless kid to being a very responsible father and a husband and a family man. He inspires a lot. He's gonna be key. He's gonna keep inspiring. He's a community guy. He loves the community. He loves everyone around him. He spreads beautiful love around. Like we want people like that in our lives. And I'm so glad to have known you and to have grown up with you. And I can't wait to see what the future holds for us.
Absolutely.
And this might not be the first and last time that he's on this podcast. He's gonna be coming back more and more. And I know this conversation was supposed to be a bit chilled out and a bit more rowdy, but it got a bit emotional. But I promise you guys, next time we'll make sure that we have a bit of more drinks, so we get to a bit of a different tangent. But until next time, stay grounded, stay positive, and keep hustling. Thanks so much, you guys. This is it from our side, Pransh-U-nfiltered. Until next time, thank you so much and take care.